Hello, all my friends on YouTube. It's your friendly neighborhood crab here, and today I wanted to answer the question of why is old Minecraft still so admirable in this day and age. So, as you can see, I mean, even little things like items not stacking, not even my skin loads in. You can't just hold right click to get stuff in your inventory spread out. Um, but I guess I wanted to start off by saying and asking the question, is it just nostalgia that keeps older versions of Minecraft alive today? So as you guys can see here, besides my PC turning into a griddle that I can cook my eggs on top of, and the fancy schmancy shaders that I have loaded up, this is obviously a newer version of Minecraft. So you guys can already tell, I mean, I have shaders on, and I mean, there's smooth lighting and whatnot, but, you know, what version is most admirable to you guys? So for me, I feel like nostalgia isn't the only thing that keeps me going back to the older versions of Minecraft. There's actually a lot of things, items and textures and whatnot that I actually enjoy much more in the older version. So something that's always been something that I just said something a million times, but something that's always kind of been a bother to me is specifically the gravel texture. So the gravel in older versions used to kind of look colorful and spotty, and now it's kind of like a moldy, like decolored version of the cobblestone. I don't like it. I understand that they went for more realistic water as well, but the really bright blue water looked pretty cool to me. But it comes down to the certain concept where it's, I feel like older versions of Minecraft, even when Minecraft kind of started and where it began, I feel like the game was kind of nurtured like it was a little baby. I feel like there was a lot of love behind the game. I feel like there was a lot of care, and the game kind of just felt more whole, I guess is the best way to say it. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but I tend to feel like the older versions of Minecraft really feel just whole. There's meat on the bone. It feels good to play it. Even though there's not a lot of features like we do have in the newer versions. Bosses and other realms and the elytra and potions and all that is good, but I feel like after a while it just kind of felt like they were adding things to kind of stay with the new generation, and it was just pushing out updates. It was just, okay, the game needs another update, let's add something like a horse or and granted that it's a pretty simplistic idea. I mean, it is just a horse. I mean, it's an animal, right? But I think it just comes down to the fundamental that it's, Minecraft was always just the mobs that we had. And so while I do enjoy the fact that the world has more life, I mean, we have the frogs and we have the sheep up in the mountains, and we have all sorts of new mobs and whatnot. It does make the world feel more alive, but at the same time, it kind of takes away that life, I feel like. And it's kind of weird because it sounds like a contradiction. It's like you added life and it took away life, and that's kind of just how I view it now. It's great to see all these new things running around, like the rabbits and everything else, and it's great to see the game come so far and be still so updated. But at the same time, it still comes down to the fact that it's just not the Minecraft that we knew, and I think that's why the older version still holds such a place in our hearts, and that's why I still jump back to it from time to time. I love going back and reliving old Minecraft seeds, just the OG Minecraft seeds, which I wanted to make a video on as well. You guys can let me know if that sounds like a cool idea or not, but reliving old OG seeds, I don't know if you guys remember like the 404 seed and the Gargamel seed, just some of the powerhouses of seeds that you saw all over YouTube back in the day. That was a time, man. That was the golden age of Minecraft for me, for sure. But it still doesn't mean that new Minecraft isn't fun. I mean, we got shaders, mods, we got all sorts of nonsense that keeps the game alive still till today. So what's you beautiful people's idea of Minecraft today? I mean, do you think it's just nostalgia bringing you back? Do you think that there is actually something just much different about this version of Minecraft that just makes it so much better, like I do? I mean, there's just a lot of things that they changed out, that they substituted. I mean, come on now, ready for this? We will never forget the old cobblestone and gravel textures. Like, to me, this right here is what I would think gravel looks like. I mean, come on now, like that looks like gravel. Cobblestone, you could just tell it's like a darker texture in between, kind of like the stones and whatnot. But I mean, for me, it's like I don't know if I'm stuck on nostalgia. I don't know if it's just nostalgia that's really keeping it going, or if it's that, you know, it's just so much better. I mean, like, what do you guys think about that? What is the main idea there? Do you guys think that Minecraft older versions, like I have loaded up right here, alpha version 1.2.6, shout out to the Yogscast days, if any of y'all watch Yogscast, Simon and Lewis back in the day, but you know, that's the idea here, you know. That's I thought about this concept and I really just got stuck on it, like trying to think about all these different bullets. Like, what is it that makes this version feel so alive? What makes it feel so good again? You know, and I know that part of it is definitely nostalgia. I know that that's like the buzzword for today. Like, the word for today is nostalgia. You know, I know that part of it for me is nostalgia. I remember the days of playing it on laggy laptops that my dad would give us, and showing my mama my builds, and they were, you know, just buildings made out of sand blocks, and you know, it's so cool to think back to those days, and that does fuel that desire to play these versions. But then at the same time, I cannot help but find things that I enjoy more, you know. And I don't know if like some people are gonna see a problem in that or not, you know, but for me, I don't really see the experience system as being that necessary. It's definitely cool, and the enchanting goes along with it, and you know, it's what basically it was a game changer, adding experience and enchanting and all these, you know, things that basically make you god tier in the newer versions of Minecraft. But I just liked the survival feel of this, and you know, that's a whole other story too. The idea that it felt like you were actually surviving, you know, because you didn't have a lot of resources. You didn't have a whole bunch of fancy stuff to slay the monsters in this game. You know, you just didn't. So when there was no beds and nighttime was coming around, you know, that sun is going down, and you know that things are gonna spawn, and you have no other, you don't have anything fancy, you don't have an enchanted netherite sword, you know, to keep you alive, and enchanted fancy armor. It is just you and a diamond sword, and that's that. To me, that's awesome. Like, that really feels like survival. It really just completely makes you feel uneasy at night, you know, especially, and I always bring it up, but especially when there was no beds, you know, and you couldn't sleep, so you had to survive through the night. It was literally surviving and thriving. You had to just make a house before nighttime fell, or you had to mine into, you know, you had to get into a rock face and create a little base and just stay there until the sun came back up again. But that right there is Minecraft, you know? To me, that's what Minecraft is all about. It's about crafting and surviving. And obviously mining. I mean, come on now. Where'd the name come from? But, yeah, guys, I don't know, you know? What is you guys' idea of this? What version do you guys prefer more? Do you guys like to still play classic Minecraft as I deem it? Or do you guys, you know, just strictly play the newer version and you're set on that just because of all the newer, fancier updates and all the newer, fancier additions to the game? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know. I love to hear, you know, opinions from everyone else. I'd love to hear your reasons as to why one version is better than the other, or maybe you just dig both of them. You're just a Minecraftian all the way through and through, and you love both versions. Let me know down below, guys, and if you guys can do me a favor, leave me a like, Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll talk again soon. And once again, like I said before, let me know if you guys like the idea of these concept videos where we just talk about something in the Minecraft community. But we'll talk soon, guys. Until next time, adios.